Hey, I'm waiting for a few more people to show up before I do anything. So you'll probably just see a picture of Google Earth up there. Yeah, but still waiting. As you can see, it's been a busy, busy day over here. This big old planet. So, oh, I'm still waiting. Dutch's stream is still down. Hi, Manuel. How you doing? I am still waiting for people to show up, hopefully. I didn't post this over in Dutch's chat. I decided to go ahead and do my update for New Zealand. And if people show up, then they decide to show up. Some of them will probably watch it at Facebook, which, that's normal. Doesn't bother me as long as people are getting a general idea of what's going on in New Zealand. Anyway, since there's probably more than two of y'all, I'll go ahead and start. So is going around. There we are. Today's been busy. And I put out a warning today. I've decided that because of what I've been seeing, Dutch's warning should stay in full. Today is the 8th day. There has been another 5.3, a 4.7, and a 4.7, and a 5.7, and a 4.7 that have been in these areas, which will move to this way. It will eventually affect Japan and will come around. So therefore, people need to be warned that these are going on. This one was 200 kilometers. This one's 249, 610 kilometers. That one was 99 kilometers, not a very biggie. This one was 49 kilometers. And as we know, this is the X marks the spot deep area. This 4.5 is going to come down this way and affect New Zealand. It is not going to ride this ridge. Like I said before, anything that's over here does take this ridge and it does head on out towards Chile. So these here that are on the inside and up here will more than likely affect down here to New Zealand. This one here, since it's before the arrow that comes through this way, part of pressure will come this way, the other half will move on to the west. Okay, as we look at for today, we're going to go through here because I added those. That is Australia. And as you can see, those were all the ones that I had hit. And then we're looking at 3:12 p.m., which was towards yesterday. So we're going to do the 18th on, which was last night through this morning. As you can see, there were some 2.2s, a 2.2 at 79 kilometers, 2.7, 2.9, 2.4, 2.5. There were a lot of twos, but we get into today and you'll see that we've had plenty of threes, which started out with a 3.2 down here towards Kikora. which from my understanding, this is a fault line area. As we move on further down, you can see we had a 1.8, we had a 1.9, no biggies, a 2.4 at 130 kilometers in depth, which of course is over here. I don't know much about this area, but this is towards Topo, which sits over here. And you can tell we had 154-kilometer depth yesterday as well. Also surrounded by another 2.1 at 138 kilometers, then a 2.2 at 79. We move on further down the page, we had a 2.5 and a 2.9. The other 2.9 was down towards Seddon, which sits off of the salt mill over here at Lake Grassmere. Now, I've had some people ask me to show them this again, so I'm going to go and do a road shot here so that y'all can see this for yourselves. And I did some exploring, so we'll look at that for a little bit today since Dutch is not back up yet. And if you look over here to the side, you can see this is a salt place that does salt, I don't know what you call it. But anyway, this is all for salt. This, so you go and just check stuff out and see things and learn new stuff. Sorry, mine goes a little too fast. But as you can see, this is used for salt processing. So now we leave this area. And this is supposed to be a lake. I don't see much of a lake to it, but that's my opinion. Then we had some more twos and a 3.1. Don't get dizzy while we're flying. Seatbelt should be on at all times. As you can tell, this was up in the mountain areas. This is the Alpines. Our next earthquake was a 2.0 at 60 kilometers. Another one at it was a 1.4 at 63, and another 3.2, right in the same area. Not much to see there, other than the spills on the Conway and Couture Ridge. Our next earthquake was another 3.0. I did look around a little bit at this. I didn't see much of anything. This is a natural forest. We move on down. We had a 1.8, a 2.5, a 2.0, and a 1.8 at 60 kilometers. This is something I was talking about yesterday, is how the smaller ones seem to cause deeper quakes. A lot of them are either up in the water or they're down by Topo. Our next earthquake was a 3.2, and it was a little further down. And I did mark something yesterday, so hopefully we'll get to it soon and I can show it to you all, and you can tell me whether it's actually a volcano or not. This is Urawera National Park. The next one was a 2.0 at 48. Then we go down to 2.8, 2.6, 2.8 to another 3.1. Which, as you can tell, is also seeming a hilly area. Let's go down and we can slide the camera a little bit. See what we're looking at. And it doesn't look as hilly as it does when I'm looking at it differently. The next one was a 2.4, a 2.8, and a 3.1 at 55 kilometers in depth, which was off of Napier. So this is around in this area. We had a 2.5, 1.9, and a 2.9, 2.3, 2.9, and another 3.1. Let's see here. My thing has been acting differently lately, so I don't know why I'm not able to get better 3D view than I usually do. So I have to figure out what I did with my camera. In fact, let's see if I can figure this out real quick. Maybe it has to do with my Voyager being turned off. I think I just fixed it. I was trying to figure out why I turned off my stuff the other night. So now you get a better idea. I don't know what those lines are. That's kind of interesting. Turn that off. I don't want 3D buildings. Or I really don't care for photos. Do I need borders and labels on? I probably do. Not sure if I need Voyager. Ocean? Need some things turned on and some things turned off. So digital go. Aha, that was one. And then the other one. I do like having that one on. I don't know if I need that one on. Wikipedia I don't need. Oh well. I don't know what the yellow is. But I did. I turned some things on the other day I probably shouldn't have turned on. But those are the graph. Hang on. We'll figure this out. Let me try to figure out what I did. That's government. Spot image. Haha. Okay, got that turned off. All right. So that should have fixed that, hopefully. Okay. So we'll check out that 3.1 again. Sorry, guys, you have to bear with me once in a while. I was trying to fix something the other night and turned everything off. Okay, now we'll come down here. Hopefully, yeah, this will fix it. Okay. Let's give you an idea of where that earthquake happened. We can tell this is a body of water. This 3.1 occurred down in here, and to me, this kind of looks like a butte. Okay, so back up. The next earthquake we're going to look at was a 1.8, a 1.9, and the next one was a 3.0. This one occurred over here. You can tell it's a rock. And I was noticing something interesting, if you can tell. It's like each and every one that a curve is hit. It's kind of interesting. The next 3.0. was right off land in the water. This is near Nagatoro Basin. The next one was a 3.1. Which, if I'm correct, is right off of Decorah. This is where I was looking at some interesting stuff at. This is off Chevio. I'm not sure what this is until it's marked in green. Covered in golf course. This is a golf course. Okay. I'm ready then. Nothing like a golf course. That one is. So this one's it's gonna be that little itty bitty place. No? That guys. That's a golf course. I would think that the golf course would be out here somewhere. Anyway, the next one was a 5.1. This card over here. We can pull back and see where our area was near Tapahi, which is all the way out here. That looks like a volcano. Interesting. That's a wildlife refuge. The next one was a 2.5 at 154 kilometers in depth. This one, if I'm correct, was near Topo. And you can tell the ground here is kind of hilly. Or mountainous is a good word, but I use hilly. And these, from my understanding, are from trees being cut down. If in the United States, they might look like something else. The next one was a 1.9 at 90 kilometers in depth. The next one was a 1.9 at 94 kilometers in depth. Let's go back. This one occurred out here in the middle of nowhere, near Reparoa. I'm still learning how to say these names. We'll look at those in a few minutes. Then a 2.5 at 191 kilometers in depth on the other side of Lake Taupo. Then we had a 2.2 at 119 kilometers in depth. Check out this round circle. That was something I noticed yesterday. Anyway, moving on. We had another 1.6, 2.7, 2.6, moving to a 3.4. This was near Mount Culberton. We move on down 2.3, 2.4, 2.7, 1.9, 2.6, 1.3 to another 3.5. Again, in a rocky area. If I'm correct, this is hitting along a fault line. But I've also noticed that it has come up around this way, which would be kind of like a craton. The next one was a 2.6. Then we start with morning of the 19th your time. And you had a 3.0 at 59 kilometers in depth down here at the end of South Island. Near Worsley Arm, Franks Bay, there's always some interesting views down here. Then the next one was a 1.9 followed by a 3.2. Which was over here at the North Island. I feel sorry for whoever lives there in this house or these houses. Then that was followed by a 1.2, a 2.4, a 2.3, a 2.9, and a 1.8, followed by a 3.4. All the way back down here at the end of the South Island. And you can tell this is mountainous area. That's kind of neat looking. Lake Beddos. Then the next one was a 2.0, a 2.5, a 2.1, and a 2.5, followed by a 3.0. Which was by Owl Bay. Owl Bay? Oh, Kiwi Bay. Oh, Kiwi Bay. Sorry if I'm saying the words wrong. Seaward Valley, that'd be Puhi Puhi. Like Mahi Mahi, Puhi Puhi. Wow. That was followed by a 2.4 and a 2.4 at 62 kilometers in depth. Near Anakakata. Anakakata Bay? Sorry. Port Gore, yeah, down there. Okay, now I noticed some different things on South Island. I'm not sure what they are, so I marked them. And it would be interesting to find out what they are. This here looks like some kind of mining. But I marked it anyway. You can see that there are like some work cars out here. So it was worth marking. The next one, not too far away. Looks like a mining operation. In fact, it looks like they're removing a volcano, the top of it. Anyway, that was that one. I did a question mark. And this is because I found something that looks like a volcano. And that's where there was an earthquake near it yesterday. So let me go down. We can turn the camera up to look at it. Anyway, there was an earthquake near it yesterday and it caught my attention. So I thought it was something interesting and I marked it. The next thing I found was over here. And to me, this looks a lot like fracking. Mining fracking, removal of dirt. Don't know what else. But you can see these, I don't know what they are. This thing's huge. But it looks like fracking and it doesn't look like water treatment at all to me. I'm sad. And I tried to land over here to look to see what it was, but of course I couldn't. This looks like coal. This is just huge. This is massive. And gross. So if anybody knows what that is, I'm curious. And that's down by Stockton. Then the next one, well, actually, these were in the same place. So there was another one down here. You can see they have machinery and stuff out here. What's funny is it's all up on top. And there's more over here too. The next one it's a small one. This is kind of odd looking. And when you land on the road, all you see is dirt, which I was like, okay, that's odd. I'll show you. This is what you see from the ground level. Nothing more. They have it pretty well hidden. And this is 2016, but it's recent. You can tell these are houses or something. The next one I found sort of went around just looking. This here, you can see the machinery out here. This is what happens to the land when it's tore up. The next one isn't too far away. I didn't know what that is. I've never seen anything like this. And I don't think that's for cows. But it's kind of odd looking. Anyway, those were the pens that I found for there. I think I had a few more at the top. Maybe. It was Martha Mines. These are the older ones, I think. This is a mine. Yeah, these are the ones that people had told me to go and look at. This is huge. I mean, check this out. I don't understand this kind of stuff. Let's cut the whole top of the mountain. But then again, you know, I had the same thing near my house, and I didn't know it until I went looking for it. Let me see if I have some of mine. I don't think I do, but there's some more down here for the South Island and the North Island. Here's another one. They took the whole side of the mountain. And you can see them over here working. And I look around to see if there's certain things that could cause the earthquakes or not. Somebody's over here already starting. Anyway, you guys, that's my update for today. And as I find more things to let y'all know about, then I'll let you know. There was a 3 down here yesterday after I did my video and said that there was going to be a 3 in this area. And it did occur right here. What you can generally do is count them up like this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Needs to be added here, but you count these up, 3 more, and you have 2s here. So 3 more, you'd have a 3, a 3 point. Going by the biggest one, 3.3. Actually, yeah, 3.3. You'd come down here, you can count the ones here. There isn't enough here yet that I can tell unless it comes from the other way. These are 1.8s, might lead to a 2. You have a 2 there already. You have a 3.1 here, a 2.5, a 2.3, and a 1.7, and a 1.9. You could probably add all of these up together. You might be looking at a 4. If you look around this area, you have some potentially deeper ones here. So I count that as a 2, a 2, 2, 3. On a 3, you might have a 4 on this area. But what I'm more concerned about is here. As you see these, the 3s that are heading this way. And you see the 3s here, they're heading this way. And this is what Dutch was talking about. There's a potential here for a 5.8. 3s in the last few days, adding them together, the pressure is heading towards each other. And that pressure coming together is what will add it up. So just to let you know to keep an eye out, at least I think that's how Dutch is explaining it. Plus you have the depth coming. from these ones. And these here are Quakes. Anyway, I'm going to slip over to chat for a minute and see how y'all are doing. Hi, Chrissy. How are you? Mark? Well, I'm hoping Dutch will be back up soon. Today's been a busy day. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Thank you. Dutch is on again. Is he off again? I just noticed Chris Jones says the Dutch is on again, so I want to make sure he's up before I go leaving. At least I'm giving y'all something to look at and do, and we can chase earthquakes if we have to. Chrissy, is Dutch back up yet? I know I'm behind y'all in the stream, though, or ahead of y'all. He is? Is it doing good? No, I haven't built the scream room. Can I scream now? Ah! Okay, this is my scream room. All right, you guys. I have created, and I'm going to go see if I can get it for y'all real quick. I think it's on Facebook. Chrissy, you think you can share the link that I gave you for my website and that Facebook? That way people can go over there when they need to. There's a chat area over there. I have chat with any of the videos over there. I'm going to start putting Dutch's. He has his last 2 videos every day will be there, so you can watch them both without having to look them up. And it will give him likes as long as you like the video. It will give him the likes straight to his channel. It's my way of helping to advertise him and make it easier for people to see his video and to share it. And also because it's through my site, I'm hoping it won't be censored so much. So I'm trying to help him to reach a greater audience. And I live in North Carolina, so down here we kind of like the Constitution. So we're not really into this can't talk all we want, because I'll say whatever I want. I worked for Cumberland County Sheriff's Department, and I didn't hesitate to say whatever I wanted to say, and I still won't. I'll go to my deathbed telling the government they can kiss my, you know what. I'm just that way. They don't take care of me, and I've been fighting with them for the past few years, so I'm not going to stop fighting with them, I guess. They don't want to give me my medical to get my foot fixed or get my knee fixed. They'd rather me be dying, you know. And thanks to the good people who helped me out, I'm not on my deathbed right now. Because if I wasn't having the help that I do have, I can tell you this much, I'd probably still be lying there looking at the ceiling, thinking of 1,000,001 ways to get out my window. You know how that goes. Mark, I do Facebook, but I also have a website, and that website is my website. I don't pay for it. It's wix.com, but I'm able to share it. And Dutch was offered this site by the owner of that site to run his through. And I don't know that he ever saw that offer. And he had offered to host Dutch. So maybe he'll hear this, but that they had offered that to him. But I went ahead and I have been putting my videos over there. And here's a funny one. I made my own music to put on the video. And hadn't heard anything. I've been putting stuff on there for about 4 months. And then today, while I'm sitting there and Dutch is getting shut down, some reason I get a message from YouTube that my video had been censored. Well, I'm fighting that because of the fact that I made that music myself. And why would I not be able to make music myself and put it on there and then have it censored by some group who thinks, oh, well, that's our music. No, that's not your music, just because the fact that I downloaded an app, I mixed all the sounds together, I made my own music. They don't like it, too bad. They shouldn't put it out for free and tell people they can use it. That's a bad way to make money, is to improperly tell people they can use something and put their songs together and then try to make money off of them, because that don't work for me. I'll take their music off my video and still keep it up. And guess what? I won't. Why should I put an ad runner on it if I'm not even going to make a dime on it? It makes no sense to me. The most I get is 100 people per video. That's what, 10 cents? They can keep it. You know what? That 10 cents, I have fun making videos just because I want to, not because I need the 10 cents for it. Because it costs more to run my computer than the 10 cents they might give me. So it makes no sense, you know? That made sense. Anyway, yeah, my medicine's making me talk all loopy right now. I'm just so tired they changed my medicine around again. Anyway, you guys, much love. I'm gonna go over there and go be supportive of Dutch. I took the Italian news thing and put it on my website, and I also have started another blog on my website called Freedom Speaks, and that's an area that you can send me any type of things that you write that you want posted, and I'll get it out to the world. And you don't have to say that you wrote it, but I will put it on there and say, this comes from a reader, this comes from one of our people, and they want the world to see what they think. So that's me. I'm doing something called Freedom Speaks. And it's to basically state, you know what? I have rights and mine shall not be violated. And here's something funny. My daughter came to me the other day. I never went and got her son a birth certificate. And she came to me and asked me, when are you going to get him a birth certificate? And I said, well, at this day and age, I just might not. I said, you got a piece of paper saying he was born, that's good enough, right? She got to give me this blank look. And I was like, well, as long as he's not with a birth certificate, they can't say they own him. So there. Anyway, guys, much love. Let me get off of here. I'll be babbling. Love you guys. Yeah, that's not Facebook. That top one is my website. Mom is here. All right. I will see y'all over at Dutch's. Behave yourselves. I'm sure you will. It's just a matter of I will. No. Send me a link for the website. Hang on. I will go right back up here to wherever she put it in chat at. Wait. Well, I know that wasn't it, but that'll work anyway here. Wait, that's not it. I have the wrong thing. Hang on. Open says moi. Open says moi. Okay, if you go to home on here, which is home, if you go to this one, and then you click blog, then you'll see all the videos, news stuff that I put on my site. My voice sounds weird. Sorry, too much. I have a cold. You can tell I've been snuffling and sneezing and coughing, and then when I talk, it's making my voice raspy. So yeah, I sound weird. And then on top of that, I'm using a headphone. And this headphone thing is almost too big for my head. Anyway, I'm on my way back to Dutch's channel. Hopefully he's up now. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope I do too. It's the weather. It's one day it's cold and freezing and snowing, and the next day it's hot. And man, it's crazy. And then today it was, I don't know what it was. I didn't even want to go outside today. I got doctors. That's about it. All right, you guys. I'll see y'all over at Dutch's chat. Much love. Remember, be prepared. Don't be scared. Have a plan. And all the areas that Dutch had on morning, from watch, I think they should be on morning. Basically, based off of the fact that all of the ones that have been hitting have been the ones that he predicted to hit. So anyway, much love, and I'll see you guys later. Oh, and by the way, share Dutch's videos everywhere you can. It's important. Helps to get his word out there. And the more people that know about him, the more people that believe in him, the less problems he's going to have. And yeah, he's always going to have trolls. But at the same time, when people have faith and lots of people are showing up to support him, it's the last person they're going to want to remove. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Much love.